Hello, Education 380, Education 500. Hope you're having a great holiday. It is actually Turkey Day as I'm recording this. It is Thursday evening. If you may notice, the lighting in here is a little weird. I have all my lights on. Sorry if I fade in and out of light to darkness. Um, I know you can hear me, and this is actually not going to be a long video, so I want to go ahead and get this done so I can get everything posted for you and kind of let you finish up. But we're at the end. So probably be the last video that you'll see from me. I'm sure that'll break your hearts. I actually sort of enjoy making them. Um, but with that being said, I'm grinding out the grades. I should have gotten all of the brainstorming exercise grades done, lesson plan brainstorming or unit brainstorming checklist. By the way, you may notice on the grade book, especially in 380, I created two columns. Sorry if there was any confusion on that. I think a couple people submitted it in both, which was fine. It was just when it rolled over from Sakai, I didn't catch that it was in both spots. It was the same assignment. And I think people who were confused actually had emailed me. It was two or three of you. But you'll see an exempt, whatever one you submitted it under, I graded it there and just put an exempt on the other one. So you're fine. But so if you see an exempt grade, it's the same assignment, just it was in two different spots. I hope that makes sense, but you can email me if there's any questions. Um, anyway, this is a pretty easy week, I think, but still an important week. We're in the home stretch. I know a lot of you are actually getting ready to go into student teaching and such. I'm sure you're starting to get your minds going towards that. I know some of you may, be just going into 443, have your minds going on the net. These are all important things, but we need to finish up. So a couple small things. One, this will be open. I'm going to try to get it open actually this weekend. That's one reason I'm recording it tonight. But you may or may not know that because I don't know if you're enjoying the holidays, which you should if you are. But starting on the 29th, this will be open from November 29th to December 8th. Everything I will be closing out on the 8th, mainly because I have to get your grades calculated and everything graded before the following Monday. This is a huge class, and I got a couple others, so I got to make sure I have enough time to get that done. The 8th is during finals week. We don't technically have a final in here anyway. The two assignments that I'm going to talk about here are what you need to wrap up. A few things. One, there's no new tech this week. I will say this so I don't forget. I'm going to be sending out everyone this. It's a big list of different techs that we've done in the class. And some that I find out, just going to the thing that I sent the PowerPoint, I think I went from when I went to that conference. I keep trying to add to it, so it's just a resource for everyone. I wish we had had time to go through every list. Sometimes I would like to do this class live so I could just show you things, but that's neither here nor there. I will send that out. It's not a requirement. It's just a resource for you. And let's talk about what we need to do for this week. There's two things. One, it's the Fun Tech review and the Apple or Google certification proof. One, the Fun Tech review. This is just very simple. I have some examples on here, but basically, if you notice, I think I already gave you, or I should have already given you credit for blog 10 because I said I thought it was too similar to what was going on with this. You're basically going to pick two technologies that you feel are related to your content area. If you're elementary, you can pick whatever. That's fine. You could also pick, like, for example, when we did Nearpod, if you did Nearpod and not Pear Deck, if you want to try Pear Deck, that's fine. If you did Pear Deck and not Nearpod, that's fine. When we did Kahoot, quizzes, and Gimkit, if you did Kahoot, didn't do Gimkit or quizzes, you can do those also. Those count as part of the content. But basically what I want you to do is I want you to pick two technologies that we didn't talk about in this class or you didn't have an opportunity to try out, and just write a one paragraph, by the way, one paragraph college level, not like what my son would ask, like, oh, so that's only 3 sentences, meaty paragraph, something, in that 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 sentence range, and just give it a ranking. I don't care. You can give it a fresh ranking. You could say this is certified fresh, 95%, or give it a 1 to 4 stars, or 1 to 5 stars. I don't care. Just review it. Um, and again, I put some lists, some things on different disciplines in here. This isn't an end all be all list. um, you're welcome to check out some other things that you think might be important. And I put an example there, like for physical education majors. I know you will have some specific technologies that you may have not gotten a chance to try, but you might know about. If you have access to them and you want to give them a shot and review them, that's fine. And it can be any type of tech. It could be a classroom tech, anything like that. But most people usually pick something on the web. I'm good with whatever you want to try. It's supposed to be fun tech, and it's supposed to help you and give you a chance to experiment with some things. Plus, honestly, it helps me because sometimes people will pick something I didn't know about and I'll jot it down and I'll add it to the list. So that's fun tech. That is due. Technically, it's due this week, but I'll take them clear up to the 8th. The second thing, a lot of you have already started to do this or have done it. The the links and stuff are here, but your Google or Apple certification is due by the 8th. Just to rehash this one more time, I'm going to click that. This link is here if you need it, and the 2 links to it. You need to do either the Apple certification, or you can do iPad, iMac, I don't care. It's the educator one. Click that link and do the process. If for some reason you don't complete or pass it or whatever, that's fine. You just need to verify that you tried it. It's a good resume thing. This one is actually free, so it doesn't cost you any money. That's free. Awesome. But if need be, let me go back. A lot of people now, because schools have started to go to Google Classroom or use Chromebooks and things like that, a lot of people like to do the Google Level 1. It seems to me, I've done both, but I think Google sometimes seems to be a little trickier. Let me rephrase that. It's not hard, I don't think, but it seems like there's a little more to it, I guess is a good way to say it. But with that being said, it's one that a lot of people feel like it gives them a bonus. These are things that I thought would really be nice for your resume, and I kind of probably should not. Let me say this. It's not hard. It's just, I think there's a little more pressure on the assessment with this one. But to alleviate that pressure, you do not need to pass the Google exam, so to speak. I just need verification that you tried it. And you can send me a copy of the email, anything like that. Also, I know sometimes the scores don't come back. It seems like that, especially during a pandemic, sometimes they get backlogged. So if you got something that says your scores are not going to be received for 4 months, that's fine. Just submit that. That lets me know that you did it. And that's all I'm asking that you do. This one does cost $10. I know I've said that a million times. That's the Google one. If you don't pass it, you're not under any obligations to do it again. If you don't want to pay the $10, do the Apple. That's fine. But I do want you to do one of these 2. And I'll tell you another reason why. Get you used to using technology, and some of them getting a little bit into the editing aspects, and that is something that will help with EdTPA. But I have to say, after watching your all's videos and things like that, a lot of you were pros at that. So just get comfortable with it. So you got to do Google, you got to do Apple. I don't care which one. Some of you have done them, and you're good to go, man. You don't have to even worry about it. So all that's really here is Google or Apple. Why did I point in the wrong one? Apple or Google or Fun Tech Review. That's and Fun Tech Review. So I'm going to say all that again. Fun Tech Review, Apple or Google certification. That's it. You have until then, I almost said the 9th, the 8th for that. Sorry. I look at that 9. I wanted to say that, but you have until the 8th. If you're in Education 500, don't forget there is a paper that is due by the end. I'm going to click that. This is not for 380. And I do want to say one other thing after this. So please, if you want to skip this part 380 or not listen to the next 30 seconds, that's fine. But I just want to make sure 500 knows there is a research thing. It's just 5 to 8 pages, double space. You can pick on any topic on education. That's fine. And educational technology, excuse me, education and technology. However you want to approach that, that's good. It is part of the graduate requirement. You just have to do something a little different, or at least an add-on of some port for the graduate requirement. That should do it. So for 380, Google or Apple, FunTech for Education 500. Same thing, FunTech, Google or Apple, and the research paper. And finally, I want to thank all of you all very much. This is, like I say, the last video, but I wanted to thank you because the switch from Brightspace, I had worked so hard on the old Sakai site, and I felt like it flowed very smoothly. Um, you all were the first group, first two classes, the 380 and the 500, to actually have to deal with me in Brightspace on like a whole semester. There's things that I would do over again, and the setup I started to learn a little more as we went through. I just want to say thank you to all of you for the patience with that and for emailing with dates, because when things rolled over for Sakai, I try to catch things. Sometimes you don't, because of the way they're set up in Brightspace. Getting used to it, but I think all of you all for your patience with everything, because sometimes I feel like I get a little behind because I'm trying to figure out Brightspace. I think I got it, but I guess that's my tech struggle this time. That will be my blog a little bit, but anyway, that's it. If anyone needs anything, feel free to contact. It seems like I'm in the office a lot anyway. I've met a lot of you. I know a lot of you all. So, stop by anytime you have anything. I'm in 101C. Feel free to email. And that's it, man. Let's just try to, I was going to say, let's suffer through the next week and a half. Don't suffer. Let's just cruise through the next week and a half. Why would we want to suffer through it? I hope everyone hangs in there. Just had a good holiday and a little bit of recharge before this like final 2 weeks thrust. So with all that said, it's been a great semester. Enjoyed everyone. Again, stop by if you have any questions or just to say hi. I like meeting everyone because with an online class like this, I do know a lot of you. I've met a lot of you, but I may not have seen a lot of you face to face. Your student teaching, I'll see you because we're going to do the student teaching orientation, and I'm at that. So anyway, I'm babbling. Let's get out of here. Talk to y'all later. Thanks a lot. And again, everything due on the 8th. So